Da 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 da. Thank you for nothing, you useless reptile. Ta-da-da, we're dead. Anyway, nostalgia culture aside, let's get straight to my review of the live-action How to Train Your Dragon Remake 2025. So you guys can already take a guess that yes, I've grown up with the original masterpiece back in 2010 when I saw it when I was 8 years old. I love the original trilogy, it's one of DreamWorks' best movies of all time, but now 15 years later, DreamWorks just basically copy what Disney does, is to remake it into live action. So, what are my thoughts on the Dragons remake? My thoughts is not going to sound any different from anyone else on the internet, which yes, the movie is 90% a shot-for-shot remake, from the dialogue to the set pieces to the iconic scenes, which are great to revisit for nostalgia's sake. But does that make it a good remake? Well, in my personal opinion, yes.
What?
I personally think it's one of the better live-action remakes that not even Disney could hold up, so it puts Disney to shame. And why is that? Number one, they got the same film director, Dean Deblois, who made the original movies, that vision from the amazing filmmaking aspects of the cinematography, the visual effects from the dragons, including the scenery, and John Powell's score is always iconic and nostalgic. But speaking of the CGI, all the dragons look pretty good, especially Toothless himself. He looks as cute and as adorable like the original animated movie, where he reminds you of your favorite dog, cat, horse, whatever animal you raise, and his bond with Hiccup is always the heart and soul of the How to Train Your Dragon franchise. And speaking of Hiccup, Mason Thames did a phenomenal job as Hiccup. Like, you could tell he's obviously not trying to impersonate the Jay Baruchel voice, but still he makes the role his own. I mean, he kind of gives me Tom Holland, Peter Parker vibes, not gonna lie, but he still did a good job with his acting performance as Hiccup. And speaking of which, Gerard Butler, who reprised his role as Stoic Lavas, who basically reprised the role from the original animated movie. He was great to play the character in live action, including his dynamic with Hiccup in the movie. It personally hits close to home with my father real life on the father and son dynamics. But then for Nico Parker's Astrid, I was kind of mixed at the beginning just because I wasn't really sure of how the way she was depicted. I mean, aside from the blonde hair, I wasn't like really sold on like how she wasn't as expressive like the original Astrid. But when it gets to the iconic romantic fly, I'm like, alright, you're as good as the original Astrid, and you guys are like the new Tom Holland's a day of 2025. As for the other characters, Fish Legs was very spot on, Snoutlout was pretty decent, the twins are, they're alright, Gobbler was pretty decent, and overall, was this remake pretty necessary? Not exactly. I mean, obviously it exists just to, number one, capitalize our nostalgia, secondly, just to reintroduce the franchise to new fans, and thirdly, to advertise a theme park at Universal's Epic Universe, even though I do like the theme park. But that being said, it's one of the better live-action remakes. I think die-hard Dragons fans will like it, and if you are a fan of the original, then go ahead and watch this, but if you're not interested, then it's fine, just stick with the original. So personally for me, I would give the original 9 out of 10. This remake, I'll give it a 7.5, 8 out of 10 in my personal rating for Dragons 2025.